Hello everyone. My name is Abhishek Mishra, and in this class, I am going to teach you manufacturing for GATE. And the thing that I will be doing in this class is I will be going through important questions that is in the manufacturing subject with respect to your GATE examination. So we will be discussing about important tips and tricks, important mistakes that can be made by you if you are not properly careful. And also we will be seeing about the things such as the tricks to improve your speed, and we will be doing all these things, tips and tricks. All this discussion will be concept based. There will be no just guessing. We will be just doing these things as our concepts, as with the concepts, with the help of concepts that we have studied. So I will be taking this class wholly in English, and if you want to interact with me during the class, then do make sure to watch the classes live. I will be going live around 2 p.m. every day. So make sure to come to live classes, interact with me, ask questions, give your all the discussions, take part in discussions. So ultimately you will just improve if you find that you are interacting more. So before starting this class, let's discuss a bit about me. So I have secured All India rank 662 in GATE 2020, that is this year's GATE exam. I have completed my MTech in 2019 from IIT BHU Varanasi, and I have good teaching experience of 2 years in mechanical engineering subjects. Some of my interests are photo editing, video editing, cricket, football, and all sorts of games. So this is about me, and as I have said, I will be taking this class in English, and I will be since I have prepared for GATE and I have also taught, so I will be sharing all the tips and tricks that I have collected, that I have accumulated during my preparation and during my teaching. So ultimately you will find that you can learn a lot from these classes, and the things that you are going to learn will help you a lot, will make you more confident, and will make you more faster while you are doing the question. So first of all, just go and download the Unacademy's app. So Unacademy's app is absolutely free of cost, means there is no price that you have to pay to download the app and to just check it out. So download the app, check it out. As you can see in this screen, the app is very properly designed. All the courses are there in a structured manner. Upcoming classes, scheduled classes, educators, archive classes, and test series which are upcoming weekly, regularly, and all the test series available, solution analysis, all these things, variety of things are available in this app. And I can say that this app is a complete package that you need for your online preparation for GATE examination. So just go and download it, as it is free. So you can just check it out, what this app is offering and how it is benefiting you. And if it is benefiting you, then use it and just improve your performance. And Unacademy subscription plan advantages are listed now in the screen. So what is Unacademy subscription plan? When you subscribe to Unacademy after paying a certain amount of fee, this fee is just like any other fee that you pay to receive the education or to receive any service. So here also you have to pay a nominal fee or affordable fee. That affordable fee is very much worth it because of this features. So Unacademy first of all offers daily live classes. So you will be taking class daily. Live classes will be there, and you will be interacting with the educator, with the and the educators will be interacting with you in a healthy manner, in a manner which will be more engaging and more beneficial to you, because of the tools provided by the Unacademy. In YouTube you can't do that. Tools such as live quizzes during the classes, teachers can monitor the students, and all these things can be properly are properly placed there for you to take advantage of when you subscribe to Unacademy and attend the class there. And also there are structured courses there. So structured courses means that just like your textbook, where you can find topics and subtopics properly arranged in a table of content, here also you are finding a structured courses type system, where progressively and in a rhythm you will be taught. So you will find yourself prepared in a more well-mannered way, and you will find that you are enjoying the process, and you will also find this process engaging. So this structured courses is very important, and Unacademy is offering it. Unlimited access of content is there. This means that if you are joining today, then you will not only get all the upcoming content, you will also get the content which are recorded, which are archived. So you have a lot of content to study from. You just have to select what you have to study and just start your preparation. And overall, I will tell you one more thing, but before that, let's discuss about top educators, because Unacademy is offering a lot of top educators in their subscription plan or in their education platform. And these educators are there to guide you in an efficient and effective way, because they will give you tips, they will give you tricks, they will give you a path to follow, and that path is very well made, and that path will ultimately, if you are preparing well, if you are preparing with all your focus, then this path that this teachers will give you will lead to you to score a better marks. So Unacademy's educators are also there for a single subject. Multiple educators are also there, so you can find that a single subject, for example thermodynamics, you can find multiple educators for that subject. So again, you have this choice, which is very good. And these are the payment prices of Unacademy, and as you can see, the plans here are 1, 3, 6, 12, 18 months and 24 months plan. But the most important thing that I need to point out here is that the 12 months and 18 months and 24 months plan, that is the last three plans, are the most value for money because of the heavy discount involved in them. And if you want to get more discount, even more discount, then you can enter the code that is listed on the top left corner of your screen, that is capital letters ABHIMI, Abhishek Mishra, therefore ABHIMI, 10% off. And this is the discounted prices, and as you can see, the discounted prices are listed here, and these prices are the exclusive prices, special prices that you are getting after applying this code. And this prices are for the plus subscription plan, and plus subscription plan simply is classroom experience, means you are getting classroom experience where you will be studying with all the other students that will be there in the class, and the educators will focus like all the students, just like in any other traditional classes. So this is one of the better plans to choose from, and go with 18, 12, 18 or 24 months plan. If you are preparing for 21, then GATE 21, then also you should go with 12-month plan, because after that you need to focus on some other exam preparation, and you need to also do some interview preparation. So 12-month plan is the sweet spot that you can choose. And the prices, as you can see, discounted prices are very worth it, because overall this plan is also providing you the test series, and the test series can easily cost a lot of money. If you can see, just check it out, and this test series are included already in this plan payment price, so you don't need to pay that extra money. And also this plan is also providing you all the features that I have talked about. So ultimately, at this plan, the 12, 18 and 24 months are specially the steal for the price that is shown here. And don't forget to use the code ABHIMI to get 10% off. This code is there for you to use to save. Unacademy is providing this code. I am sharing it with you guys. So please use it and save money, because ultimately you have to purchase this as less money as you can. Okay. And other type of subscription Unacademy is offering is Iconic subscription, and this subscription are for those who need who need personal experience, personal coach, personal test series, and all these things, one-on-one focus. The students who need, they should go with Iconic subscription plan. And again, 10% off if you want. Use the code ABHIMI to get 10% off, and these are the discounted prices. I'm again showing you the benefits of Plus and Iconic, and after this we will be starting our class. So as you can see, the benefits of Iconic are different than Plus in a manner that their personal coach and personalized test series will be offered to you. So if you don't want that personal experience and you want the classroom experience where you will be studying with other students, along with the other students, so go with Plus. Choose a plan which you need and which you can afford, and use the code. Don't forget to use the code ABHIMI to get 10% off. Join as soon as you can, because in the subscription there is test series included, and you have to solve the test series. You have to give the test series as soon as you can, because as I have already discussed a lot of times, test series are the key to for you to score good marks, because they will let you know the mistakes, let you know what type of preparation you are doing and how effective it is, and ultimately they will prepare you in a best possible manner for GATE examination. And if you are giving test series regularly, you will find you are going to score much better in GATE examination than if you are not just preparing by giving test series. And also you will be more confident and your speed will be improved. So benefits of test series are innumerous. You just have to go subscribe and give test series, use the code 10% off, start your preparation, give your best while you are preparing, and just go and give the exam, and the rest will be decided by your performance on that day. So let's do our question. As I have discussed before, in this class I will be doing questions, and as you can see, these questions that I will be doing, I will be covering are important, are essential for GATE examination, and we will be discussing by doing this questions. While doing this question, important tips and tricks, some important things that you have to see, some common mistakes that you have to be aware of. So all these things will be discussed here, and let's start this class. But before starting this class, I am just going to get my pen. So it is give me a second. So sorry for the inconvenience. Now we are back in the class, and now let's discuss it in a relaxing tone, relaxing manner. So diameter of a mandrel is given as 40, and there are some limits given that you have to consider. Diameter of a bore of bush is given, so 40. The limits are also given here. So basic size here, you can say that by saying this, you can say that the 40 is the basic size, and over this size the limits are applied so to make proper tolerance. And the bush was mounted on the mandrel and then turned. So this information is not that useful, because we ultimately have to find some other thing, and this information is just there to make the question seem logical. The maximum eccentricity of the bush in mm. So it is asked that the maximum eccentricity of bush in mm. So first of all, what is eccentricity? The main objective, main motive to do this question is to make you familiar with the term eccentricity, because we study while doing the tolerance question clearance. We calculate clearance, and we calculate the allowance. These things we calculate, but we don't usually calculate the eccentricity. This term is very rare, or you can say this is not asked often. So we have to know this, because this term is very much logical, and therefore we should know what is the logic behind it. So eccentricity, let me write. Since the mandrel and the bore, they are having circular cross section, okay, so these are having circular cross section, therefore maximum eccentricity of the bush, or maximum eccentricity, simply for any question you have to take it as maximum clearance. But which clearance? This is the important thing, and the point of making you do this question is this gap here, this fill in the blanks here. Here it is radial, okay. So just remember here that maximum radial clearance is maximum eccentricity. So you have to find the eccentricity, and or you can find the clearance, and but that clearance will not be the final answer, because maximum eccentricity is maximum radial clearance. Therefore you have to divide that maximum clearance by 2. And now maximum radial clearance. So first we will find maximum clearance, or let us just find here only. So maximum radial clearance will be upper limit of bore minus lower limit of mandrel, and we have to just divide it by 2 because of the, since we are calculating maximum radial clearance. So since we are calculating maximum radial clearance, therefore we have to divide it by 2. And now what is the upper limit of bore? Very easy, 40.06. And what is the lower limit of mandrel? It is lower limit of mandrel is 40 minus 0.05, so it will be 39.95. so 39.95 is your lower limit of mandrel. So we will subtract these two values and then excuse me, so we will subtract these two values and divide it by 2 to get our final answer, and it will be, as you can see, we are getting 0.11 divided by 2. But don't forget to divide by 2. If you are writing 0.11, then you will get wrong answer, because we again need to calculate maximum radial clearance. And this was the main motive to do that question, main motive for me to make you do this question, because again, maximum eccentricity, there is no term radial written here. It is only written as maximum eccentricity. If it is asked, then you have to just calculate maximum radial clearance and give the answer. So simple question, just one logical step that you have to do, one thing that you have to understand, and then just you can do that in a matter of seconds. And this type of questions can easily be asked in 2 marks type or 2 marks section, because again this question is as you can see, there is some concepts involved. Even if it is little concept, but still it qualifies for 2 marks, I think. Now in the second question that we will be doing today, we are getting this machining question, and we have to calculate drilling time in minute. So what is given in the question? Let's see. A hole of 20 mm diameter is to be drilled in a steel block of 40 mm thickness. So for a drilling job, we are given with a hole of 20 mm diameter and is to be drilled steel block thickness 40 mm. And drilling is performed at a rotational speed of 400 rpm. So rotational speed 400 rpm is provided to us, and feed rate is also provided in mm per revolution. The required approach and overrun of the drill together is equal to the radius of the drill, and the drilling time in minute is asked. So just read this question, take a look at it, and just see that there is a line that you can get confused, and therefore that line, to make you just properly understand that line, I am making you do this question. So the objective to do this question is that line, and that line is this line. So this is the line, the required again sorry for the inconvenience, the required approach and overrun of the drill together is equal to the radius of the drill. So this right here is the line that you have to just properly understand. And if you are watching this live, then just remember that the required approach and overrun of the drill here given with the term together. So together means their sum. So that means given approach plus overrun equal to radius of drill. So this is together, they are together equal to the radius of the drill. So don't take individually them equal to the radius. That is the main point that I am here trying to convey. Take their sum equal to the radius of the drill. So simply we will calculate drilling time by, so T drilling time, so machining time, simply we will write Tm. It will be equal to the effective length divided by feed rate into N. So effective length here, what is the thickness? It is 40. And what is the radius of the drill? It is 10. And F is 0.1 and we have 400 RPM. So we will get this answer in minute, and the answer will be equal to, we will get this answer equal to so it is coming out equal to 1.25 minutes. So as you can see, the term together here translates into this together term here is just wait a second. So what you can see here in this question that we have just discussed, that the term together here translates into their sum. Their sum, approach and overrun sum is equal to radius. So just remember, if the term together comes, you have to take their sum. And if it is written like this, the required approach and overrun of the drill are both equal to radius, so are both equal to radius, then you have to take individually them equal to radius, and their total sum will be 2 times of radius because of their individual values being equal to radius. So if it is written, if both equal to r given, then approach plus overrun will be equal to 2r. So again, if both equal to let me see if I have written it. So here I have written 2r, my my video is coming here, so just I have written here 2r. So they both are equal to 2r. If both are equal to r, then your total sum will be 2r. So here clearly understand the terms, clearly understand the words and what they mean. Now our third question for the day is orthogonal machining of a steel workpiece is done with a high speed steel tool of 0 rake angle. So orthogonal machining, first of all, notice what the question is asking, and the first term is very important. It is orthogonal. So orthogonal machining is there, and ratio of cutting force and thrust force is given. So let me just write what are given in the question. So first of all, we are being provided with the information that the machining that is happening in the question is orthogonal machining, and ratio of cutting force to thrust force is equal to 1 by 0.0372, and the length of cut chip is, so length of cut chip is 4.71 mm, while that of uncut chip is, so we will just write uncut. As you can see, length of cut chip that is cut is less than the length of uncut chip. So you can just remember this little info, so that you get a more better look at the concept, look at the things, that length of cut chip is smaller and length of uncut chip is larger. So shear angle and frictional angle beta is asked, and it is given that we have to use Merchant's theory to calculate that. So we have to use Merchant's theory to calculate our shear angle and beta. But here again, a very important thing that you have to notice here is that the shear angle and beta, that is the frictional angle, we can calculate them even without using the Merchant theory in some questions. So but the best way, the right way to calculate them is to first see that if we can calculate them with the geometry or with the without the Merchant theory if possible. So if we can calculate them without the Merchant theory, then we can do that, because that without the Merchant theory thing will be the without the Merchant theory answer will be the right one, because of the, what you can say, because of the geometry, or because of the main or you can simply say geometry or design of the single point cutting tool. So if possible, we will calculate the answer without the you can say Merchant theory. If we cannot calculate in any other way, and if it is given that we have to use Merchant theory, or if it is given that for minimum power, then we will calculate, we will go with Merchant theory. So now let's do this question. So first we will calculate rake angle. Since rake angle is 0, so we will just write it, so we don't have to calculate. So alpha is 0 given, so we will just write here alpha 0. So since alpha is equal to 0, therefore we know that the value of Ft by Fc, that is the thrust force by ratio of thrust force by cutting force, is equal to tan beta minus alpha. So we know this, and you can also see this if you draw the Merchant circle. You can easily see that there is a triangle forming, and the triangle looks like this. Here we have Fc, here we have Ft, and here we have resultant, and this angle will be beta minus alpha. So easily you can see the tan of beta minus alpha angle will be Ft by Fc. So we can simply calculate beta from here, I think. So beta will be Ft, Fc by Ft is given, so it will be 0.372, tan inverse of 0.372. So it is coming out as 20.440. So it is coming out as 20.40 degrees. So this is the value of beta, this is the value of frictional angle, and this formula, you can see where this formula is coming from, but ultimately you have to remember this. You have to just make sure that you directly remember this formula, because of the importance of this formula. We also did a question yesterday where this formula was put into the use. Here again we can see the formula is here, we are using this formula here in the use. So this formula is very important. Ft by Fc is equal to tan beta minus alpha, and from here we simply calculated beta because we have been provided with Ft and Fc ratio, and alpha is equal to 0. So we can easily get the answer beta, and we have not yet used Merchant theory, but question is encouraging us to use this, but we cannot use this theory if we can calculate the values, if we can calculate the parameters that is asked by the basic geometrical of the geometry of the single point cutting tool. So therefore if we don't have any data available, we don't have any information available, then we will go with the merchant theory. And what is the merchant theory? Let me just simply write here. Merchant theory is you calculate shear angle as 45 degrees plus half of rake angle minus beta by 2, so half of frictional angle. Excuse me. So we will now calculate the value of shear angle. So let me write shear angle value. So at the top I am going to calculate the shear angle value, so properly just focus on that. So now we are going to calculate this shear angle. So what is R? So R is the ratio of this contact length. So what we will get here is so R here is the compression, or you can say simply as ratio of the smaller term, which is the cut chip thickness divided by uncut chip thickness. So this is coming out as 4.71 divided by 10, so 0.0 not 0 0.471. And alpha is 0, so this whole term will become 0. So we can get from here phi is coming out as tan inverse of this R will be 0.471. So tan inverse of 0.471 is coming out as 25.22 degrees. So as you can see, we have not used the merchant theory to calculate either of the values, that is phi or beta. So don't use merchant theory. If you can calculate it by the geometry or by the basic formula that you have studied, use this merchant theory only when you can't calculate by this basic first method. So if we calculate any of this value by merchant theory, for example, if you calculated beta, then you are if you are using then the merchant theory, which is phi is equal to 45 degrees plus alpha by 2 minus beta by 2. So here you can see that your answer will come out as phi will come out as so it is coming out as 55.2 degrees, which is absolutely not correct, which is wrong. So don't use merchant theory. If you can calculate it by some other basic method, use it only if all the other options are not given and you are told to use merchant theory, or if you are calculating for minimum power. So therefore the main motive to do this question is to make sure that you understand when to use merchant theory and when to not use merchant theory, and don't just blindly use the merchant theory, because that is not the right approach to solve any question in machining. And also use this formula, tan beta minus alpha is equal to ft by fc. Just remember it by heart, because it will be it is one of the, I think, most important formula if you want to do questions in a quick manner. You can do questions in some other way also. You can go make a lengthy approach, take a lengthy approach and do the questions. But this formula is there to improve your speed, and also this formula is very sound, so you will be getting right answers if you are using it correctly. Now there is one question here of slip gauges, so let us just do this question. So in this question we are not given the figure, but I have this figure in front of me which I will be drawing here. So first we will read this question. Two slip gauges of 10 mm width and measuring 1 mm and 1.002 mm are kept side by side in contact with each other lengthwise. An optical flat is resting on the slip gauges as shown in the figure. So let me just draw their figure here. So this is optical flat, and this is slip gauges. So these are slip gauges. And one more figure I will be drawing here. So let me draw this properly. So this is optical flat, this slip gauge. And there are some parameters that there are some things that I am pointing it out here. This here will be the L that we will be using, and as you can see there, the L is measured from the top point of one slip gauge to the top point of other slip gauge, or the front point of one slip gauge to the front point of other slip gauge. And the difference between these two height right here is delta H. And that's it, I think, and this is the test component. So so this is the slip gauge, this is the test component, and this L is the distance from the front of this component to the front of the slip gauge. So the question is asking us that the total number of straight fringes that can be observed on both slip gauges. So just we are going to take this as N, and we have to find the N, that is the total number of straight fringes that are observed on both slip gauges. And the formula for one slip gauge, N is equal to, or you can say delta H is equal to N lambda L by 2, where N is in per centimeter units. So this is the formula that we will be using to calculate the answer, and we will calculate for one slip gauge the N, that is the number of straight fringes, and we have to ultimately multiply it by 2 to get our answer, because There are two slip gauges here as written in the question. Therefore, we have to find this for both the slip gauges. So we will easily calculate it by 1 for one slip gauge by using this formula, and then what we will do, we will just multiply it with 2. So delta H is given as 0.002. It is given as multimeter, so no, sorry, not multimeter, millimeter unit. So we will be doing this divided by 2 to convert it into centimeter. So n we have to calculate. Lambda is given, again we have to write it down in centimeters. So we will just write this value here and divided by 10. And at the last, we have been provided with L, that is the slip gauges of itna width, that is 10 mm width, so 10 by 10. So this is the final thing that we are going to do. Let me see if I have written it. So the last term is not visible here, so I will just write it somewhere else by after erasing it. So from here we can get the value of n. So n will come out as, what is the value of n here? Since n is per centimeter, therefore we have converted all the other units in centimeter. So you just have to take care about this, and this is the main objective to do this question, is to make you familiar, make you understand this formula, how this formula you have to use. So here there is lambda by 2, so we have not written 2 here. So the answer is coming out as, n is coming out as 0.68. So number of fringes for one fringe slip gauge, number of fringes is 0.68. So I am just writing it here. For 2 slip gauges, n is equal to 2 into 0.68. So we will get our answer as 1.36. So this is the n, that is total number of straight fringes that can be observed on the slip gauge. And you can write n as 2, because if we want to write as in whole number, we will write as 2. So total number of this value will be 2, because 1.36 is not the whole number and total number of fringes is asked. So this is the way to do this slip gauge question. What we can understand from here, we can understand the formula that is written at the top. For one slip gauge, delta H per centimeter is is given as n lambda L by 2, where n is in per centimeter unit. So you have to all convert all this in centimeters, or you can convert the n into the mm. So by doing this, you can just simply make sure to you can simply calculate the values. And if you can see again that if you are not converting it into centimeters, then what will happen is that your answer will be let's do this without converting it into centimeters. What we can get here is, so we will be getting wrong answer by unit of 10 if we have not done this process, if we have not converted all the other units into centimeter, or if we have not converted n into mm, if we are using the other units in mm. So just take care that I am again, my main objective here to make you understand this error that you can make, to make you be careful. Therefore I am, as I have discussed before, I am only making you do the questions in which there are things for you to learn from, things for you to properly notice. You can also there are also things that will make your speed more, and they will that will make you more confident. So all these things will ultimately make you a better prepared student. So therefore I am making sure that you do these questions and you understand the things that have been taught by me in this class. And again, if you are finding this class helpful and engaging, then just hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification icon, hit the bell icon to get notification when I go live. I will be going live at around 2 p.m. every day. So 2 p.m. most of the days I will be going live. So just take part in my live classes, take part in the discussion there, interact with during the class, ask question, discuss some tips and tricks that you know that you can you want to be cleared, and we will be discussing all these things based on the concepts. Now one more question here is given that in an interchangeable assembly, a shaft of size as given in the question mates with a hole of size again provided in the question, the maximum possible clearance in the assembly will be. So to do this question, the main aim to do this question now is, you can see here, and the basically what happens whenever this size with tolerance is given, upper limit is written at the top and the lower limit is written at the bottom. But here in this question we have the excuse me, lower limit value written at the top and upper limit is written at the bottom. So you can make mistake, you might make mistake of just taking the upper limit by default at the top and lower limit by default at the bottom, but that is not the case here. Here the case is for whole size, our basic format, basic standard layout is given, but here for shaft size, lower limit is written at the top. So you have to be careful, you have to see, and again you can make mistake. These are very easy mistakes, very silly mistakes, but you can make this and many students, and some students, not let's say many, some students make this. So you have to be careful in each and every step, because these are very silly mistakes that you should avoid at any cost. And what better way to avoid them by just knowing about them. So 25, here you can see the 4 which is bigger and 1 is smaller, but here is minus sign. So some people again can get confused or get deceived by this format, and they can take the upper value, upper limit as given in the question at the top. So simply this question is very simple. This question has very simple solution. Maximum possible clearance will be upper limit of hole minus lower limit of shaft. So what is the upper limit of hole here? Upper limit of hole here is 25.0. So 10 I have made extra here. 25.020. Lower limit of shaft will be 24.960, and this are we are getting in mm. So the correct answer here will be 0.060 mm, or you can say 60 micrometers. So this is the correct answer, and as you can see, what we have calculated here is what we have learned here is that sometimes the format can get changed, the basic layout can get changed, and therefore we have to be careful. We have to not make mistake by just assuming, just going blindly that upper value will be the upper limit and the top value will be the upper limit and the bottom will be the lower limit. But that is not the case. We have to just see it. We have to properly read the question And if you are properly reading the question, then this all these mistakes you can avoid, but still you have to just know the mistakes that can be made, that you can make. So just see this and don't make the questions wrong in the heat of the moment. So our next question, and I think this is, yes, this is the final question. So our next and final question is here, and this question is of a sand casting process. And in this question, a sphere and a cylinder of equal volume are being casted, are given, and they are casted in under identical conditions. And question asks simply that what is the solidification time ratio of sphere and cylinder if the height and diameter of cylinder are equal. So the main objective now to do this question, again I am making you do the question, and I will be telling you guys what you are learning from that question. So the main objective when we are doing this question is, I will be sharing with you the right approach, the correct and tidy approach to do this type of questions, because you have to do this question very quick manner. There is nothing of major concept that you have to learn, or nothing major mistake, but you have to only notice what is the right approach, what is the right way to do this question. So the right way to do this question is, first of all, a sphere and cylinder are given, and they are cast under identical condition, and their volume are equal. So just put the volumes equal. So volume of sphere will be 4/3 pi. So it will be d sphere cube by 8, and we are going to put it equal to pi d cylinder square by 4 into d cylinder, because d cylinder height and diameter of cylinders are equal. So this is the relation that we can get, since we have to calculate sphere by cylinder ratio. Therefore just we will simply write sphere above and cylinder below, and we can get their ratio as, this will be cancelled out, this will be again cancelled out, and we will be getting 2 here, we will be getting again 2 here. So it is coming out as cube root of 3/2. So this is coming out as 1.145. So this is the value that you are getting, and as you can see, we have followed a very good approach, very simple approach, and this is the correct approach. This is the not, there are multiple approaches and all are correct, but this is the approach that you should take to make the question in a fast manner, and to do the question in a manner in which you make least mistake, or you don't make mistake. So what we now have to calculate, we have to calculate solidification time sphere and solidification time cylinders ratio. So for sphere we know that it is d by d sphere by 6. So let me write it properly. So why I am writing d sphere by 6? Because if you are going to calculate v by a of sphere, then you will be getting d by 6 of that v by a. And also you will be getting this if you are going to do v by a of a cylinder which is having their height and diameter equal. So let me just show you. So height and diameter of cylinder are equal, so volume will be pi d cube by 4, and here where the total area, total surface area will be 2 into pi d square by 4 plus pi dh, that is pi d square. So here we can get the answer as pi's will be get cancelled out, d by 6. So again, this is for cylinder, and for sphere you can easily also calculate v by a. So that is the thing, and you should remember this values. So come examination, you don't have to just always calculate it. If you have calculated it once, then start remembering them and start implementing, using them directly, so that you can get confident and you can just easily do them with full confidence, easily write this v by a values with full confidence. So here all the terms will be having a square because of the solidification time formula, which is solidification time proportional to v by a square. So what we will get here is simply we have written calculated, the 6 will get cancelled out, we have calculated 1.145, and now we will just made this square, and after this we will be getting the answer. So our answer is coming out as 1.31. So this is the final answer, and as you can see, this there are multiple approaches you can do this question. You can just cancel the v's out and you can find relation in some other manner, but this is the approach that I find is most tidy and most error free and a faster approach, and this is the correct approach. So correct approach, fast approach, tidy approach, and the approach which is making you least mistake, making you least mistake is the approaches that you should follow for GATE examination. And this is the correct way to do this question. Don't do this question, don't try to do this question in a way which is more complicated. You keep the things simple and do the question in this way. So that's it for today's class. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture, this class, this session, and if you found this class again helpful, then hit the like button and like this video, and after liking this video you can subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. And if you are hitting the bell icon and if you are getting the notifications, then you can get to know when the live class will go, when the live classes will be there before a live class goes live. And therefore you can just come to any class of mine or some other educators and just attend the lectures there, interact with them, ask with them, and there I think very generous teachers are there, so they will be happy to answer you, clear you all the doubts, discuss with you. And don't forget to use this code ABHIMI to get 10% off. And this code right here is can be used by multiple students or multiple accounts. So use this code ABHIMI to get 10% off. Subscribe to Unacademy and just start giving their test series. Test series, again I tell you in each and every class, very important, because they are the ones that will make you score good marks, because they will let you know what are the mistakes you are making, and they will also let you know that how you are preparing and how well you are implementing the things. So use this code, subscribe, get 10% off and start your preparation. And don't wait for some other time to give test series. Start giving them as soon as possible, because you have to also revise them at the end of this or at near the GATE examination. So don't wait to give test series near that time. Give test series as soon as you can and just learn from them. They are there to make you score good marks, make you better prepare. So use them and just make sure you are properly enjoying your preparation and you are properly be calm and properly just studying in a manner that you are not stressed. So be calm, just take GATE as an examination, because it is just an examination, and don't be stressed, and just prepare in a manner that you are happy. And at the end of the day, when you are giving GATE examination, you should be just satisfied with your preparation. So use all the tools that are provided, like Unacademy subscription. So that's it for today's class, and thank you for watching. Best of luck for your preparation, and so take care, and that's it.